Welcome back for match 1. This is Old Man Poole. I think we have a keep here. We have a green source, a red source, a couple of blue sources, and I think that's the way the deck wants to be. We also have Ancient Crab, Censor, and Cancel. My opponent's mulliganing down to 6. We're just gonna go ahead and durdle. That's basically the plan of the deck. Get the Sandworm Convergence. We do have a lot of filtering and a lot of draw, so I think we definitely can get there. And there it is. So there's a little bit of question on whether we want to play Evolving Wilds for a green source or for a red source. I think it's still correct to go for red, but it's maybe a little bit miserly. Anointer Priest, okay. I am happy if my opponent's Anointer Priests. Plot Mountain here. Okay. We'll just have Censor up at this point. I think that's fine. We'll take 1 point of damage if my opponent wants to get in. Okay. Oof. You got me. Okay. Opponent doesn't do anything. And we'll play Ancient Crab. And then after that, we've got shields up with counter spells, and we'll see what else we draw. Ancient Crab blocks reasonably well. He's got something like an Ava Initiate, it's a little bit rough for us. Or an Aven Wind Guide. Although actually I think the Initiate may have been a little bit worse for us in this case. Cool. I like the fact that we found another green source. And we actually are only 1 mana away. So we just have to survive 4 turns and then resolve the Sandworm Convergence. Yeah, we'll go ahead and take that. One plays nothing there. Have a Winds of Rebuke. Okay, we now have a Censor and a Cancel available. We're getting to the point where maybe we should cycle away our Censor, but my opponent's not doing too much right now. I think I'm actually okay just countering this. On the other hand, I guess maybe we just want to counter what's important. It does kind of give away that we have a counter spell. Yeah, I'm just gonna get rid of it. My opponent seems to be a little bit flooded, so maybe keeping him off any more action is not a bad thing. Although, honestly, I think if I should have considered my opponent playing Hieroglyphic Illumination, I'm not sure we want to do that. We're just going to cycle away the Censor here at this point, I think. I think it's getting less and less likely that it's going to resolve something great. Cool. So here we have Samut or Censor. My opponent may not expect us to have a 3rd counterspell here. I'm gonna flash in the Samut. Could have swung there, but okay. It's just cycling, seems fine. We maybe should have just tried to get in, but again, I think our route to victory is just resolving Sandworm Convergence here. Sure, let's play him. This is probably something my opponent would fight over if he's got a counterspell. We want to cycle our own 1, 2, 6. I guess not. Yeah, I think we do actually. Nice. Do like me an Angular Drake as well, and we've got enough lands. So I'm gonna go ahead and play an Angler Drake, bounce the Wind Guide, get in for 9. Seems pretty crazy. Samut doing work here against my opponent that cannot draw any action, but I guess it would be 12 if he doesn't block here. That's a pretty quick clock even without Sandworm Convergence. Yeah, opponent just chumping here. So he got some impeccable timing. Sure. shooting. Oh wow. I'm sorry, friend. Well. I think my opponent was in for a rough surprise anyway, unless he had another one, because this still is double striking, but maybe my... Yeah, that's rough. Good of my opponent to take it in stride, but that, I don't know. Like, that's just such a bad feeling. Cartouche of Knowledge, okay. So we do have the option, we might just be able to kill my opponent with what's on board, and not show him the Sandworm Convergence. He could bring in something. Like the, what's the white card? The exile target artifact or enchantment. But I think we just don't want to give up the chance of losing the match here, so I think we're gonna go ahead and play it. My phone's just taking it. Yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and drop it down. Phone's tapped out. This is almost certainly gonna end the game. Let's try actually. Yeah, win guide. Yeah, we're just gonna swing. I don't think there's anything you can have here. Neither of his cards can effectively block. Yeah, he's just gonna take it. Alright. Well, match one, thanks in part to kind of a rough impeccable timing, but probably more because we just had a great draw. I think this deck did what it wanted to, and my opponent mulliganed. Yeah, he just didn't have a great start. Okay, sideboarding against this deck, though. I do think that the Stinging Shot's pretty reasonable. I don't really like his Pollen. Giant Spider seems okay. Maybe over a Naga Oracle. Winds of Rebuke. We didn't see tons that really ruin that. I don't know how good at Ancient Crabs are going to be. We want to Scribe over that. He didn't show us a ton on the ground. He's kind of doing a blue-white flyer sort of strategy. So maybe something like this. Maybe cut the one sensor. It's definitely worse if we're on the draw. I think this is probably going to be a match where we want to go big rather than need to be really, really fast out of the gate. But I think even so, I like the Sting Shot for the sensor. Yeah, let's do something like this, I think. Okay. Alright, hand's still pretty good. Won't have to mulligan again. Feel bad for him. Bottoms. Yeah, that's a great draw too. Finding a 3 would be great, but we did board out a couple, so it's understandable if we don't have one. There we go. Yeah. Okay. Ooh, Drakehaven. My opponent's even doing something sweet. Feels so bad. Definitely one of my favorite cards in the set. He didn't actually show us anything that really works great with it, but if you can build around it, the card is just so much fun. It is, yeah. It's just absolutely one of my favorite cards in the set. Probably not the most powerful, and you really have to contort your deck to make it good, but it's tons of fun. Intact with both. You might have like impeccable timing here, but I think I'm fine with that. Ooh, okay. Alright, alright. Get some Valiants. Pretty sweet, pretty sweet. And impeccable timing. Okay. Fine with me. If he wants a jump here, I think I'm fine with that. Or I guess it's not a jump, it's kind of a trade. We do have the Embalm trigger, but the Drake was also kind of for free. I'm just going to take it here. I think it's perfectly fine. I'm going to play our Curator of Mysteries and enjoy the value from our big Sphinx. I probably won't swing with this in, because it just trades for 2 Drakes, and I think we'll get a little bit of value off the Scry. But on the other hand, what could he have that cycles for 1 white? Have the Seraph. I think we go for it into this board. It's obviously if he does have a Drake, it's not the worst case scenario. I don't think he's gonna have anything. Opponent trading down there. Happy for that. And we're gonna play a Colossal Bead. Okay. Crop Skirmisher. Nothing. Okay. So there are a number of things you can have for cycling too, though. We might play a pull from tomorrow in response. Utilizes it. We don't have quite enough to do Naga Oracle and Talkrop. Yeah, okay. Okay, so we did bring in the Forsake the Worldly. So I kind of want to utilize the pull now. I guess we could use Naga Oracle to set it up, but next turn then we have a pretty good play off the pull probably. Okay. Double blocks and chump blocking, which is a little bit interesting. So let's see, we can pull for 1, 2, for 4, discard 1, or we can wait a turn, do it for 1 more. I guess if we wait a turn, we set it up with the Naga Oracle, and then the Curator ends up being pretty okay too. Like a draw ends up being better than the Scry. So yeah, we're just gonna trade. That's fine. Get some value out of it, but not overwhelmingly. And it's gonna pitch some cards. I think all of those, we haven't seen our Evolving Wild yet, so I feel a little bit bad throwing away a forest. I guess we could actually maybe keep a forest and then pitch the island with the pull. Yeah, I think I want to put a forest on top because we want to have 1 more for Sandworm Convergence if we find it. Okay. And here we just see the power of keyword big because Plus Speed is doing great work. Wish we had a couple more, but. Alright, well, we're going to crash in with our pair here, and we're just going to pass back to my opponent. Still in chump block mode. Ooh, or time to reflect. Oh, alright then. Rest in peace. Plus Speed. So I am going to pull for 5 at the end of his turn. Okay, Hikma Sentinels is fine. Interesting, he's playing Time to Reflect. It's not something I would expect, although he has a good number of Embalmers, I guess. Okay, opponent getting in. You can still bring back the Unwavering Initiate at some point. Doesn't have blue up, so no counter spells. Cool. I think here we just pitched the Evolving Wilds then. Wasn't our most impactful cards we could have had, but do we want to just use the Cartouche Strength to kill off the Heckma Sentinels? That's maybe okay right now. Probably doesn't have another cycling effect for one. Again, you'd have to have whatever that card is called. The Seraph, the White Angel. We could save it. I wonder if we just want to get in for damage at this point, though. 3/5 Trampler's pretty big deal, especially if we have Winds of Rebuke. And I like doing it when my opponent can't really interact. Alright. And let's play our... I guess we should swing first. I guess that's true. He could still have the another impeccable timing. Although even that's still just a 2 for 2. Okay. Doesn't have anything good for us. And we have Essence Scatter available. And Winds of Rebuke, on the off chance that's significant. It might just be the Initiate coming back. Ooh, no. Temet. Game come on your turn. Okay. Not the best defensive card, but powerful. Didn't really want to Essence Scatter that because he just embalms it and brings it back. And if he wants skin with the Talk Crop Skirmisher, I think we're fine with that. I think we just crash with our Naga Oracle. I'm not going to trade the Weaver of Currents off. Breakhaven. Okay. We're just going to Winds of Rebuke that after he double blocks. Too sweet. I think this is what my opponent needs to do, but it's definitely a little bit rough. The wins here. We mill a Censor and a land. Opponent milled Aven Wind Guide, which does embalm. Oh, have to bear that in mind. I guess maybe I should have done this a little bit earlier, although I didn't know for sure that's the way he was going to tap. I think I'm going to cycle this though. I don't think the 1/3 ramp matters all that much for us. Rather get another card. I mean, we can give the Oracle Vigilance, but we're definitely not really in a race now. Just looking for something to keep up the pressure, like a Shiver Scale Drake. I guess we should keep up Essence Scatter. This is a little bit suspicious, especially because we've kept 2 up so many times, but my opponent can't really play around it. So you can play 1 of 2 Embalm creatures and chump block, and that's kind of as good as it gets. Unless he's got something really cool here, but yeah. It's just embalming. I guess he doesn't have to chump block. Oh wait, did he? Oh, he played that. He has 2. I should have paid more attention there. We could have just killed him. I just assumed that that was the embalm. Yeah, that was definitely a mistake. Should have played that a little bit slower. I don't think it's going to save my opponent. Got 0 cards in hand, and we've got the beat. But still, lost a little bit of a... I guess that was a little bit sloppy play. Alright. I guess we still have the Essence Scatter on the off chance he plays something really great, but kind of interesting he chose to do that instead of Embalming. Yeah, I guess he just Essence Scatter that. And then we've got Lethal for sure. Because he can still bring back one more creature then, but it's not going to be enough. Wouldn't have been anyway, but... Alright, GG. Well, I do feel bad for my opponent. I think his deck was sweet and he had to mulligan twice. But we will take our victories where we can get them. I'll see you guys in our next match.